Remember that the reason why talents is so important to us is, and this is something Captain Nito talked about earlier this year, game modes in general, multiple game modes, is a real thematic for Vainglory this year. And what we've done with talents and the focus on brawl modes has been to elevate the 5-minute Vainglory experience to be really a first-class citizen in Vainglory. Previously, if you think about it, both Battle Royale and Blitz have kind of been on the side. You really only have progression in the game when you play ranked. Whereas now we want to make sure that you can also progress by playing a 5-minute game mode and really, if you like, respect a 5-minute gamer just as much as we respect long-form gamers. And Frank, players like me who...
I was going to say, what kind of gamer are you? Are you a 5-minute gamer or are you a ranked gamer?
No, I grind in ranked all night and I celebrate and I cry in equal amounts and I may one day reach POA Silver. That's my dream.
We can all dream.
Yeah.
Maybe we need some of these pro players to carry us.
But yeah, we're really excited about talents. It really creates this fast, furious, and frankly, a little bit ridiculous, crazy team fighting for 5 minutes and a really fun progression experience around that. So we're really excited about it. Launches in less than 2 weeks now. We've been working really hard on it. Thank you to all the testers who've helped made it great. And we really, really look forward to hearing what all of you guys think as it comes out.
That is exciting in itself, and that has me kind of trying to leap off my chair a little bit. But I understand there is even more to be excited about for everyone here today.
Sure, and again, this goes back to Captain Nito's presentation earlier this year. The first half of this year was very much around rounding out the 5-minute experience, making sure it's a first-class citizen inside of the Vainglory universe. But as we launch talents and move toward the second half of the year, we're focused on specifically the long-form experience, both everything around the ranked experience and how it feels. Today, for example, we're announcing a soft seasonal reset that will kick in this summer season, for example, for all of us ranked players. We're also doing a lot of work around the quality of experience everywhere, communication tools, all that stuff. But perhaps the biggest project that we are working on the second half of this year is 5v5. And the technology for that is now in place. We have had our very first 5v5 playtest in the office. They are super fun. And here to tell us a little bit more about that, we once more invoke the spirit of Play of Beard.
A while back, we introduced our vision for Vainglory's 2017 product roadmap. We talked about new progression systems, 5v5, and
Buttery smooth.
We've been working hard to make those dreams a reality, so here's an update on where our work stands. Let's start with Vainglory's short brawl game modes, which soon in Update 2.5 will feature talents. Talents, Vainglory's new collectible hero upgrades exclusively for brawl game modes, has moved from early design iteration to a fully formed feature releasing in just a few days. Talents gives players so much more to do out of game and makes short session play more fun, more wild, and more strategic, with supercharged abilities that are sometimes flashy and sometimes statistical enhancements, opening up new styles of play. You'll collect talent coins from chests throughout your Vainglory experience, and you can also acquire talents with glory, as well as through a new chest that rewards playing a variety of heroes. We can't wait for your feedback on talents and your feedback on Vainglory's new out-of-game experiences. Next, let's talk about Vainglory as a 5v5 MOBA. The underlying code for 5v5 is now complete, meaning we can playtest 5v5 internally and begin iterating on potential map designs. Concepting is underway for a larger, likely 3-lane map, with various ideas being explored, from a map that's the Storm Queen's Colosseum fighting for her amusement, to a hyper-aggressive magical wilderness called the Churn, teeming with rapids of energy and ancient forces, reinforcing part of Vainglory's core mythology. Beyond the lore and the look, expect 5v5 to bring new objectives, new gameplay, and plenty of surprises. This is our major initiative for the second half of this year, and we'll ship it the moment it's ready. Finally, buttery smooth. There's nothing more important than the experience we're giving players right now in the live game. We're looking for little wins wherever we can find them, from visual effects on ability buttons to better death timers and item cooldowns on the scoreboard. And we have our sights set on improving the ranked experience and quality of service across the board. we're ready to today announce a soft reset of all players' visual skill tier coinciding with the launch of summer season. We could take the rest of this video explaining matchmaking algorithms, the differences between VST and MMR, and why games aren't often the mismatch they appear to be. But the time has come to simply make the system make sense to our players. Expect announcements on the evolution of the skill tier system in the coming updates. We're also investing in making sure players have a positive experience from the time they enter queue to the time the vein shatters. That means improved communication options, helping you coordinate better with players trying their best, as well as improved server data usage and make the in-game UI snappier. Players in Korea, China, Vietnam, India, and Australia should already feel improvements in practice modes, and expect these improvements to carry over to public matches in the coming months. Similar efforts will soon be underway in Indonesia, Russia, Turkey, Hong Kong, and the Philippines, as well as the eastern and central sections of the United States. And as always, more skins and heroes are on the way. We've upped our game in Update 2.5 with legendary Nether Knight Lance, who rules the underworld with his flaming trident and wings. And legendary Broken Doll Alpha soon pirouettes onto the Halcyon Fold. As far as heroes go, we'll soon welcome Grace, an incorruptible paladin who supports and protects her allies. Talons launching later this month, 5v5 on the horizon, quality of service and quality of life improvements throughout the year. It's the biggest year ever for Vainglory as a game and a community, and we're so grateful you're on this journey with us.
5 versus 5. Who is excited for 5 versus 5 Vainglory? I'm excited. I'm sure there's a lot of pro players that are excited, a lot of spectators excited. Talk us a little bit more about 5 versus 5 in VG then.
Sure, so originally, at the end of the day, as a company, what we're all about is we want to bring to the touchscreen generation the kind of real-time, full adrenaline multiplayer play that you play with friends all night. We started with a 3 versus 3 experience because it's really easy to get hold of 2 friends, play together all night. And this year, what we wanted to do is really expand a set of game modes where you can play that really at any length. If you like, you can have a 5-minute mode, you can play Vainglory 3v3 in ranked. But what we are hoping to achieve with 5v5, and frankly it's been probably now, what we are hoping to get out of it is to explore yet another side to Vainglory, something which is far vaster, bigger, even more, if you like, strategic depth, while not taking away that fast and furious nature that is Vainglory.
And in testing then, has playtimes been similar, like the 25 to 30 minutes mark? Has it been 3 lanes like you might see in other MOBAs as well? I mean, just go a little bit more in depth for me, because I'm really excited, and I'm sure these guys want to hear it too.
Sure, so our objectives with this mode is to try and limit the increase in game times. We don't want these game times to go up to 30 or 40 minutes. That is not our objective. What we do want to do, though, is to provide more choice. Vainglory in general is about choice. We want you to be able to make choices at every minute during the game. And of course, with a larger map, there will be even more choices that you can make, more team compositions, more objectives, more ways to play. But we are hoping to keep game times low. This is still in very early testing, so we're still changing the map layout around a lot, but we look forward to testing it together with our amazing public beta tester community toward the end of the year.
How do I get into the public beta?
You can talk to me afterwards, and we'll see if we can sort something out.
That's what I like to hear. Well, that's very exciting. I'm looking forward to getting 5v5 on the go on my phone when I'm at the bus stop and everything like that. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us an insight into what's brewing at SEMC. But finally then, we have a grand final on our hands. We have 2 teams that perhaps we weren't expecting to be here, Gangstars and Cloud9. Any favorites for yourself?
Well, watching Cloud9 play that series, I wouldn't want to play against them, put it this way. So I think you sort of have to assume that they probably will take it, but part of me will be rooting for Gangstars, because what a story that would be if they were able to top that even. So let's see, so I'm going to say Cloud9, but before we go though, I do want to say a massive thank you to our entire player base globally, because you guys have been amazing at providing us with all the feedback, providing us with a continuous set of frankly, bug reports, feedback, and ideas as to how to evolve Vainglory. We wouldn't be here without you guys, and we just love working with you guys. So please keep all the feedback going. Love you guys.
Such a fantastic community here. The CEO thinks it's going to be Cloud9. He's excited. I'm excited. The crowd is certainly excited for this grand final. So let's go back up to Munchables on the desk.
What a day, what a day. So many announcements coming out. 5v5, sick new skins, the talents. I don't even know where to begin with that. And not to mention, we have an incredible grand final coming up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. How can you not be excited about the future? Whether it's the immediate future, which is, coming up with this finals, or the long-term future of Vainglory. I am so ready for this.
That Lance skin though, right? And Grace, Grace, maybe Lance's new girlfriend, I'm just saying.
Grace with the mace, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm hyped. But let's get into talking about this final, because this is the unexpected final, right? This is not what people were expecting coming into this tournament. Cloud9 up against Gankstars, two teams that are desperate to finish first, and TSM